Hi, everyone, and welcome for attending our pre-K and kindergarten science and social studies extension lesson for at home. Each student will be taking home this activity bag that they will work on. During this video, you can pause if you need to because I will be giving instructions, or you can continue on, but each child should have a bag similar to this. Some of the insides are a little different if you have multiple children there, but it is meant for you to work on together as a family at home. I'm just going to present a few things for you. And here we go. Jelly beans. So we are going to be learning a little bit about the history of jelly beans, a fun science project you can do, and also an extension STEM activity. So jelly beans, what do we know about those? Jelly beans are small, bean-shaped sugar candies with soft, candy shells and a thick gel interior like gelatin, almost like a harder form of jello. This confection is primarily made of sugar and sold in a wide variety of colors and flavors. You can always look at a jelly bean bag and see all of those fun colors that they use to make it a little bit more interesting, and it catches your eye and it kind of makes you want, especially uh, students who come to school, they like the bright colors and it's just attractive to them. The original 8 flavors of Jelly Belly beans introduced in 1976 were berry cherry, root beer, cream soda, tangerine, green apple, lemon, licorice, and grape. So what is your favorite flavor of jelly bean? My favorite flavor of jelly bean are the Jelly Belly popcorn. It's just a weird thing. I like popcorn, but I don't like the way popcorn gets stuck in my teeth. So I get to have the Jelly Belly popcorn flavor without all the trouble of having to like floss all of those popcorn kernels out. It has been claimed that jelly beans were first mentioned during 1861 when Boston confectioner, so confectioner is a person who works with sweets and sweet things, William Schraff urged people to send his jelly beans to soldiers during the American Civil War. It was not until July 5th, 1905, so that's 116 years ago, a long time, that jelly beans were mentioned in the Chicago Daily newspaper. The advertisement publicized bulk jelly beans sold by volume for 9 cents per pound. I bought the jelly beans here, and I think it was about a pound of jelly beans, and it was like $5. So inflation, right? The price of that has gone up. Probably the flavor has gotten a lot better too. According to the book The Century in Food, America's Fads and Favorites, most historians contend that jelly beans were first associated with celebrations of Easter in the United States sometime during the 1930s due to their egg-like shape, which not everyone celebrates Easter, but for those who do, we'll be celebrating that on Sunday. I have some fun baskets. We're participating in an egg hunt tomorrow for our pre-K and kindergarten students. I'm very excited for that. With the invention of plastic Easter eggs, jelly beans could go inside of them. The science behind dissolving jelly beans can be found. I did include a link. These slides should be shared. If you need to, just send me a message and I'll happily send them over to you if you would like to access those links. It is also on the papers that are included in each student's bag to take home. So why do jelly beans dissolve in water and not in some of the other liquids? There's a dissolving jelly bean experiment that you could do later on, because there is a time lapse that's needed, a little bit more than what we had allowed for the video. But the jelly bean experiment explores the solubility of a solid jelly bean in a variety of liquids. For a liquid, a solvent to dissolve a solute, the molecules in both the liquid and the solid must be attracted to each other. So Water has something and the jelly beans have something that makes them want to connect. Jelly beans are made of sugar, and the sugar molecules, a molecule is just like a little piece of something, a bunch of them put together creates something else, are definitely attracted to each other. So the water and the sugar go together and something happens. So you can experiment with different type of liquids such as vinegar, oil, soda water, or milk and see if the changes are similar or different. Which liquid is the best solvent? So you can figure that out on your own after the video. We're going to be doing something different with the jelly beans that are included in your bag, but you could definitely use them later for this experiment also. What we're going to be working on today is a STEM activity. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math, and it tries to incorporate all of those things into one to develop a true understanding for all of those things. So we're going to be building a structure for your peeps. You're going to build that peep structure for it to fit inside. So the peep needs to fit inside of it somehow. There are rectangular prisms and cubes. There's a pyramid. You can think of any shape, or you can think of something that I didn't say. And you're going to build that using your bag that's going home with you. So if you would like to see what I can come up with, stay tuned. Alrighty. So what we're going to do is, in your bag, you have several things. You have the paper. That's all of the information that I just shared with you. So I know our pre-K and our kindergarten students may not be able to read all of this on their own, but you can read it with them, or you could play back the video if they found something interesting and would like to hear it again. You're going to have a peep. Some of the bags have these peeps, little bunnies, and some of them have the little chicken. So it's either going to be this purple bunny or a green chick. Thank you to one of my students. I'm going to borrow your bucket. Hopefully I could get this high enough. There we go. To build our structure. So you're going to build something similar to this. It might take a little testing. Let's see. Here we go. Get the paper down. Alrighty. So we have a nice frame for our house. And I lost my peep. My peep is gone. Oh, I put him under the bucket. Okay, so you can make him lay down or you can make him stand up, whichever you prefer. Looks like he wants to lay down. And I'm going to take, you have 10, you can count your supplies to make sure that you have the correct amount. And I actually have 9 jelly beans in here. My jelly bean counter must have been on vacation. And you would simply poke the jelly bean so that you can get the toothpick in there so you can start putting it together. So my peep is kind of long, so I want to make something that is going to stick to him, or sorry, not stick to him. I want to make something that's going to go around him. There we go, that's the right word. Sometimes I forget the right word to use for things. Okay, so I think I'd like to do something like this. I just want to make sure it's nice, and so I think I'm going to make 2 of these, and then I'm going to try to connect them. Bear with me. So this is just something that I'm doing very quickly. You can do it in different ways. You can get a bag of jelly beans. They're actually not that expensive. I just have to buy a very large bag or 2 very large bags. So if you want to do this activity, it's not going to be so much for you to purchase jelly beans, and it's really fun. It's easy. Toothpicks and jelly beans are not expensive, so it's something fun that you could do. Or you could turn this into, if you get tired of eating all that candy, if you get some candy this weekend, if you get tired of it, you can turn it into some science experiment. So I'm just building a quick structure, and it actually doesn't have a floor, unless you count my paper as a floor, but I'm just going to build this, and I have something. So did I meet my expectations? Let's see. I do have extra. It is a little wobbly. I can actually use my last two toothpicks to connect at the bottom to give it a little bit more stability. Get it rounded out a little better. And then I have an extra jelly bean. So this is what I came up with really quickly. He's laying down. It is still a structure. It counts. It covers him. If I would put walls on this, if I would use paper, popsicle sticks, I could cover up and make my peep a real house. This is a great foundation for him. So that's what we're looking for you to do now, is create a nice foundation for your peep, your structure, so that he can live somewhere, have a house for him, since I removed him from his little box home. Alrighty, guys. Well, if you would like any of these links, you can send me an email, and I'd be happy to share the slides with you. Otherwise, the paper with the information of what we did today is included. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to help. Otherwise, have a great day and have a very relaxing holiday spring break. Thank you.